בשלב מסוים, המפקד שלנו נתן לנו פקודה לשרוף בית ששהינו בו לאחר היציאה. ניגשתי אליו ושאלתי אותו למה אנחנו עושים את זה, מה הנימוק לזה. והוא נתן לי תשובות שפשוט לא היו מספיק טובות. זה היה נימוקים מהעולם המבצעי, אבל פשוט נימוקים שלא היו טובים מספיק, ולאחר מכן הגיעו גם נימוקים מעולם הנקמה.
So in the days before we entered Khan Yunis, there was this atmosphere that was kind of growing of demonizing the Gazians. I started hearing things from my friends that were becoming legitimate, speaking about killing, ruining all of Gaza, wiping it out became something that people were discussing about as if it was some kind of a legitimate idea.
So that was the atmosphere. What were the specific orders you were given once you entered Khan Yunis?
What you usually do is, destroying houses for what is usually military reasons. For instance, you're destroying houses that people could snipe you from them. And you're destroying houses because you could find, and we have found, a lot of tunnels below them, tunnels that were used by Hamas to attack Israel. So this is mostly what you do. Now you have to realize in these days we've seen a lot of destruction that was not necessarily related to the military reasons. Everything tends to really mix up. People are destroying houses because they believe that they should revenge what have happened in the 7th. And it mixes up with the reasons to destroy houses for the military reasons. And I've seen chaos regarding that.
So you saw houses that were destroyed for no other reason than to vandalize homes?
Sometimes it's more clear. For instance, you're seeing looting by your peers all the time. That it was something it was very difficult for me to see. I mean, people were taking souvenirs off the Palestinians' houses, which I think directly relates to the demonization we've seen before the entrance to Khan Yunis. People were taking, necklaces and doing graffiti on the walls and, leaving behind damage to the houses that was just completely unnecessary.
Did you say anything in response to that, to either the soldiers who you saw looting or to your supervisors?
Yeah, so there was a lot of arguments regarding that. I was arguing about that all the time. I felt like I wasn't in a moral conflict anyway, and seeing that made things feel even worse. So speaking to my superiors, some of them agreed with me, some of them didn't, or some of them, were in between. But all of them weren't able to control our actions. Now, you have to understand that I'm as a reservist in this particular war, in this particular case, the extent of control we have over the soldiers is smaller than the one you have over the regular soldiers.
You said that a commander told your unit to burn the house that you were stationed in, and it was after that you decided not to come back to duty.
The extent of damage I've seen in Gaza is just beyond every imagination. You can't imagine it. Cities that are completely ruined, and at some point my commander told my platoon to burn down the house we were staying at. And I went to him, I approached him, and I asked him, why are we doing that? And he gave me a few reasons, and I think those reasons were just not strong enough. And they were, military type of reasons, but they came along the revenge type of reasons. Now I think this is just what's going on in Gaza. Israel is doing things because it needs to fulfill a type of military purpose, but it all mixes up with our need or the Israeli need for revenge. And I said I'm not willing to participate in that. I'm not destroying a house that belonged to a few families that would become homeless because of that, and I'm leaving. And I just left on the next